Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're gonna check the mid-month update, but before we start, don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe if you enjoy the content. So, we have a bunch of good things. Some of them FTP, some of them paid, some of them good deals, so let's check what we got. Starting with the new Infernal Threshold pack, which, as you can see, I already got because I love this skin. I mean, it's very, very, very tempting. Not to mention that this is a seasonal pack, which means that it comes with a supporter, a very nice supporter, and a weapon. So, if you want to get the pack, be sure to get it. There's value in it. I'll admit, the weapon and supporter are not busted like last time with Massacre Crew Knight. They are just good, kind of okay, not super broken, but definitely usable. So, very quickly, just so that you know, because I'm not going to show you a video of this for a while, I'll do a quick evaluation on this so that you have an idea of what they do. So, increases character damage by 7%, that goes up to 14% per machine type ally, including self, and increases character's critical rate by 17% per demon type ally, including self. So this is really nice. If I get what this means, it means that if your team is composed of one demon Astaroth and two machine type characters, then Astaroth is getting this twice and only the critical rate once. Which, if that's the case, this is a really good supporter. I wouldn't say really good. It's kind of balanced. The thing is that right now we don't have that many options, and at most it's 14%. So let's do that 3 times. It's gonna be 42%, something like that. 42% damage increase if you have 3 machines. If you equip this to a machine type character, and there are 3 machines, a full team of machines. So yeah, it is a decent damage increase. Kind of what you get from Blackbeard Kirara, what you get from Arabella. When you go beyond 40%, it's nice. Even 30, let me check, 14, 20, 28 damage increase, 28% damage increase, and 14% critical rate increase is not bad, I gotta say. And you also get damage reduction up to 20% for all your it's the pack one. For all your machines and demons, which is really good just by putting this on the main. You might not want to do it. It is kind of supportive, but that's the role that this pack is performing. It wants to be a supportive pack for the whole team, which incentivizes you to use a mixture of demon and machine. I really like what they're doing here, because this is the first kind of support that we have that incentivize using a mixture of teams. I think they should still provide more supporters that enhance one specific trait buff for the whole team, and like the human ones that they were doing were pretty good. And let's hope that they do more of those for machine, for demon, and human. Protect, assist, and suppress. And at the same time, I would be okay seeing more of these mix supporters. That would be amazing, honestly. Also, let's see the active. The active deals damage equal to 340%, that's 680 at max, of attack to surrounding enemies, and decreases their penetration by 20% for 10 seconds. Yeah, okay-ish. As I mentioned, this is very supportive, so you're gonna receive a little bit less damage coming from enemies, thanks to this extra passive and active. So yeah, it's fine. Not busted, just fine. Then we have a double XR Lost Drive. So this obviously is going to be the weapon, and it says increases area of effect and duration of Hellblaze by 30%, and increases critical rate by 20% for all for allies within range. Each time on hitting an enemy with Hellblaze decreases the enemy's critical resistance by 30% for 0.5 seconds. So you might think that 0.5 seconds is really a short duration. It's a really short duration, but truly told you hit a ton of times with Hellblaze, so it's not a problem. And the increased range and duration is extremely good. The glaring weakness of this skill is that it has a ton of downtime. You do the skill, and when it's finished, you have a ton of cooldown. If you increase the uptime, because you're increasing the duration, then you're gonna inherently reduce the cooldown because the duration is gonna be lower. So that's really good, because that's the one weakness that this skill had. The damage was fine, honestly, but this is gonna be amazing. And the critical rate buff for everyone who is on the Hellblaze skill is gonna be amazing as well. It's pretty good. I said that Aneros has this kind of role, which is supported for crit, but I think that Astaroth does this a little bit better. And I really like it. So yeah, as I mentioned, none of this is busted, not really necessary, just good. And besides, the skin, the skin, how can you say no to that? Well, okay, let's move on. I took a while on that one. So, what else do we have? Wait a moment. Don't miss the package deal, blah blah blah. Limited weapon will be available on the new VR boss celebration mission and future weekly and surprise missions. Okay, so yeah, keep an eye on that. As far as I know right now, we don't have copies available. Maybe I'm wrong, but you can let me know in the comments. So, limited supporter Threshold Astaroth can be bought on the Desire Shop and Future VR Shop and Arena Store update. So let's check very quickly. I doubt it's on the Arena Store right now. No, not yet. Not yet. So let's hope that they add this soon-ish, because I really want that one. And on the Desire Shop, yeah, over here, we go here. So yeah, I hope that you didn't buy this on impulse, because getting a copy of this is not bad. If you don't care, that's fine, you can skip it. But, I mean, it's Astaroth. Why not? Let's see, what else? What else do we have here? Celebration, release, Infernal, blah blah blah. Limited supporter can be purchased from Desire Shop, yes. Ragnarok is now purchasable with gems. Yeah, that's important. Like, I would have forgotten this if I had not read this, but you can buy Ragnarok with gems. Do that if you want. As I mentioned, this is an extremely strong character. Even if you don't buy the pack and you don't use Demonite on the weapon and such, like, Ragnarok has really good weapons. It has blue lightsaber, which is amazing for FTPs. It has the candy cane saber, excellent for Demon BR, you know. It has the Momochi weapon, which is pretty good considering the amount of multi-hit that she has on her kit. So yeah, she has great options. So be sure to get her. Then, what else? Oh yeah, we have a new rerun pack. It's the Oni Princess Asuka, which unfortunately this year I cannot get, even though it's on discount, which is nice. It's on discount, guys, and this is a really nice skin. I love it, but it will have to be another time. Sorry, Asuka, sorry. I mean, the Blue Eyes deck got released, so that's a thing. Let's see. Yeah, we got the special up supply too. Yes. So, special up supply too. Yeah, as usual, don't spend money on this. The issue with this is that it's too expensive for only 5 draws that have a chance at SRs. Not worth it. even though the supporters are and the weapons are decent and good, you don't want to take the risk for that much money. If it was like $5 for 5 gacha draws with the chance of SRs, okay, I can get it. I mean, I could take the risk for that bargain, but not. I cannot take the risk for this price. So yeah, and neither should you guys. Neither should you. Now, a special limited package repeat. A special package where purchases are given. Yeah. It is exactly the it's like the mini thing here. So if you do 5, you get a ticket for a supporter. If you do 10, you get a ticket for the weapon. So are you gonna do 10 rolls, and each one of those is gonna be $27? I wouldn't. Let's see. What else do we have? Yeah. Selection gacha added. Yes. I decided to roll on this, but only 100 rolls. Because I got gems, as you saw. And I got like a bunch of limited gacha coins thanks to the Total War, which is pretty good. The important thing about this one, guys, is that you can select which supporter is in rate up. But that's not the only benefit. Another important thing to take into consideration is that the other weapons and supporters are in the pool. So let's say that you don't hit the one that you want, that you don't get maybe this chaotic beholder, but still you get a limited one. That's pretty good, and that's what happened to me. In 100 pulls, I only got 2 URs. Well, I got 3 URs, but one was a permanent. And it was good. It was the Boros weapon, the skull face. So that's good. But what I got was the Chaotic Beholder, where is Noah's weapon, yeah. I got a copy of Chaotic Beholder, which is what I wanted. And I got a copy of Blackbeard Onisaki Kirara, which I already have maxed out, but having a second one is not a bad idea, so I'll start working on that. But God, is it good to receive a limited supporter or weapon as a dot. I mean, it is nice. So, should you roll on this banner? Depends. Consider this, guys. We're gonna get the renewal next month for a character. I bet some Felicia, but I mean, nothing's been advertised just yet, so we'll have to wait. There's also, it's very likely that we will have a new character release supporter. They're gonna reveal a new character that's gonna be added into the game, and that means another limited supporter that doesn't get rerun. Remember that's important. So if you want to get a copy of possibly another limited supporter that doesn't get rerun, perhaps you should save. Keep that in mind. Another thing that is likely to happen is that we receive a new limited pack. If I'm not mistaken, let me check. I don't think we're gonna get the one from Ragnarok. That would be too fast. But we already... Oh, maybe Asus's. Honestly, I hope that's not the case. I mean, I like the character, but no, please, no. We already have these. Yeah, the ones that were missing, if I'm not mistaken, are these two, Sora and Aina. And of course, these other two. So, let's hope that Aina gets her limited pack, not Asusa. Maybe Sora? Because I've been waiting for these two. I've been waiting a lot for these two. And it will be too fast for Asusa. We just did Inage, so I think it's time to give love to some of the older characters. Remory. So keep that in mind before you start rolling. I only did 100 because, as I mentioned, I had the extra gems and the coins, so I could. But you shouldn't just spend your resources. Though these are really good. Let me tell you like what you can get that is actually pretty good. For supporters, basically most of them are good. The only ones that are not good are these two. These are, I mean, it's okay if you get them, but they are not busted. This is extremely busted. That is the best one of the bunch and the one that you want. This is another extremely good. It gives up to 50, let's see, 56% damage increase to assist type characters on skills. This one gives 40% increase to skill damage on green, 40% damage increase on demons and HP restore. This gives damage increase, damage reduction, and damage increase on normal attacks when attacking a debuffed enemy. This, as you can see, is one of the top picks for BR. You really need this if you want to be on the ladder. And the same can be said about Shizuru. Shizuru isn't something that most people use. It's only specifically for the one build that we use on Total War. Yeah, I said VR, I mean Total War. So all of these are pretty good. This weapon is extremely good because we also use it on VR. No, not on VR, on Total War. Like most of them are fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Stronger than the other ones, but fine. This is fine. This is fine. But the ones that you want are these: the Eye of Dawn, Ariel, and yeah, that's it. The other two are also fine. None of them are actually bad. Maybe these Fragrac could be considered bad-ish, but overall, I think that rolling on this is not that bad. Just consider what I mentioned before. Just consider that new limited stuff is probably coming. It's on the horizon. So, what else do we have? A new Time 5 VR boss. Yeah, I already checked this one. Thank you. Thank you, number 2. I don't know why number 2 if we don't have number 1. Do we have number 1? I haven't seen it, or I'm very distracted, perhaps. So, yeah, thank you, number 2 is... it has a really interesting design. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to test its capabilities and what it does, because, as you can see, I just obliterated this thing, so I'll need to farm a little bit so that I can... so that this enemy can stay alive and it can show me what it does. So yeah, I'm going to do that. But we got a couple things to take into consideration. So we have celebratory missions. Well, I'll start with the shop. So one of the most important things that you have to take into consideration is that we have about 2 weeks. Yeah, we got 2 weeks to buy with a discount this weapon, which is great. I love that Grimoire is doing this. But I would love more if I was able to have more more coins. So honestly, it would be amazing if you were able to buy the weekly one and the discount one from the permanent shop. But remember a couple things, like every week you should be buying these crystals, which that's 20k points, and also the supporter, the astral supporter or weapon, I don't remember which, is going to be available on the BR shop, so you want to save a couple points to buy that one too. So yeah, maybe buy this one, specifically this one, next week, not this week, next week. Be sure to have enough for the seasonal weapon or supporter, your crystal kits. If you want to skip your crystal kits in favor of the Riot weapon 10-9, that's fine. By the way, let's check Riot weapon 10-9. Of course, this is for mecha, and it increases damage of explosive rounds by 30% upon using explosive rounds. Additionally, drops up to 3 missiles that each deal damage equal to 250% of attack, and obviously increases damage and reduces damage taken against machine type enemies. So yeah, I mean, pretty good, because explosive rounds, let's go over here, characters, Micah. I don't see Micah, so I'll just filter to protect human. Micah, here we go. We go to skills, we go to explosive rounds, explosive rounds, explosive rounds. Gremory, you had one job. I swear, I thought this was carpet bombing. Why? Immediately after enemy attack, steps back and counters with an explosion. Increase the area of the explosion, reduce the speed of the enemy. Why enhance the counter? On Micah, of all things. Okay, even though the skill enhanced is terrible and you probably don't want to use it, perhaps yes, I'll have to check the attack pattern of this enemy. But overall, I don't think that's gonna be the case. Even so, the damage increase and damage reduction is extremely useful. Considering that Micah was already a character that we use against LW's squad, I think it's a safe bet to get this one. Just because of the offensive capabilities that this has. And your Micah is gonna become even tankier. Because she is not that tanky, but she's gonna become tanky. So yeah. Well, not only that, we have to check the surprise missions and campaigns. So, we have HP restoration on Time of 5VR. Amazing, pretty good. So that you test this new boss. We also have VR point gain up in Time of 5VR. That's fine if you just want to finish your farming. Usually, I recommend doing extra runs on VR because you have the chance to get drops and all the characters participating get like it's a little skill points, but if you constantly do the stages, you're gonna get a ton of points and good chances at crystal fragments. So it is not that bad. Then we have extra affinity on event, no, extra intimacy points, the ones for the supporters on events, which okay, that's fine-ish. We have reduced AP cost in event, which is fine, and we still have the extra affinity up with gifts for the characters. We also have some missions. I hope that you were able to get the extra beans, because I didn't do the missions for those. I thought they were gonna last a little bit longer. But this week, like a couple hours ago, there were missions for the rice, the rice that you, well, the beans, the golden ones that give you BP for the Oni event, but they just remove them because the weight changed. So, well, it is whatever. What matters is that you craft your items, you use your weapon facility, skill training and such. You use everything over here to get more chocolate. Yeah. Thank you, Gremory, for giving us chocolates the whole month. That's really, really amazing. And we have 1,000 coins. That's fine. I mean, it is not like the most impactful thing, but 1,000 coins is 1,000 coins. I appreciate it. With that, I'm gonna have 20. That's fine. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll have to do some math to check. I don't think I'm gonna buy the weapon this week, but okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. What else do we have? VR shop update. A new weapon has been added to the VR shop. Well, obviously. The weapon can be bought only once during the sales period. Wait a moment. A new weapon added with the new VR boss will be added to the shop. Sale period. Added item weapon. Riot Micah. You know what? Honestly, they should have done this from the very beginning. Honestly. Or maybe when they start to add the new bosses, because this is just amazing. It is a great idea to add an extra copy with a discount on the permanent store. It is really nice. In fact, perhaps they should do that like each week. They could do it weekly, just to have this at a discount. And it is not the kind of discount that it's gonna be like, oh god, you're saving too much. No, it's only 500 points. It's a day of farming that you're saving. So I think they should do that more often. And let's see. February special event. Login event 2. Yeah, we're gonna get more items like chocolate, Valentine Day's gift, and enchant booster 50%. That's the important one there, so be sure to grab that one. Then, after maintenance, users who log in before the maintenance will... Surprise mission and surprise campaign. Surprise mission, So, we're gonna get some items. And let me check what. We're gonna get chocolate, we're gonna get gems, 10 gems. Crystal fragment, 3, blank emblem 5. Correspondent message, that's the skip tickets. 2? Only 2? Okay. Valentine Day gift 5. Chocolate, okay. Repeat event. Oh yeah, we have the repeat event. Ignorant Bona field dances on the palm of the hand. So, it's a snake weapon event. So, this is a roulette, which is nice because it means that we're gonna get gems, and it means that at the very end we have the crystals, which is nice. And for these ones, the snake weapons. For newer players, my recommendation is to grab one copy of each, because these are not great weapons. They don't have great stats. They have a very, very niche use, which in most cases you're not gonna do. If you want to do one of these weapons 5 out of 5, my recommendation is gonna be Felicia's weapon, because Felicia is a really fast attacker and she can easily abuse particle charge increase. So yeah, be sure to do the event and be sure to clear the event bonus and such. We still have the other event, and you can still farm if you want. Right now it's not as lucrative for skill points, but it's still a thing because we have the half AP discount. You can farm tablets of assault and tablets of survival if you have sources of AP. It is pretty good for sure, because that way when we have a you can use this like whenever you farm, and you get just a little bit more coins so that you can buy your weapons. But something that you need to take into consideration is that the maintainer just started, and that means that they're gonna do the opposite the next week. We have right now reduced AP cost in events. The opposite would be reduce AP cost in daily quest, and that's a really good moment to use your AP items. So even though I give you the advice to farm the tablets of assault and tablets of survival on this event, it would be even better, especially for newer players, to save AP refills for the week where we have the half AP campaign for the dailies. Let's see. Display error temporary measures. What's this? An anomaly where the rewards would display incorrectly when reaching a certain stage. In Time 5 VR. This was caused by a program error, and we have temporarily limited the maximum stage of Time 5 VR to 1000 during today's maintenance. The anomaly will be fixed during the maintenance of March 14th. Okay, so I heard that someone got a drop from a weapon, a VR weapon. That would be awesome, but no, guys, I guess it's an error. So yeah, we have sent the following rewards as compensation for the error. 5 BP potions and 2 Valentine gifts. Oh, so that's what that was. Okay, so if you check your boxes, you're gonna see those gifts. Improvements and box fixes. Fix an anomaly where the slot effect of the skill Octopus Windmill of playable character Hepiko has been displayed incorrectly. Before, increases number of attack 7 times. Increases the number of attacks 4 times. Octopus Windmill? Yeah, like it doesn't do that many. Definitely. It would be stronger. I wouldn't even say busted, but it would be stronger if it did 7 hits. Suspension of cheaters. Just that. Yeah, nothing else. Well, I say nothing else, but this update is stacked, guys. Tell me, are you going to roll on this? Like, honestly, it is not a bad idea, but I just mentioned that we're gonna have some limited things next month, surely. New limited things. And some of them are not returning. Um, did you are you going to get the threshold asteroid supporter in the desire shop and all the other ones, or you didn't? Did you spend your desire before you knew this? Let me know in the comments. Also, are you excited about the new VR boss? What are you thinking about it so far? Are you going to get the weapon, the permanent weapon? Are you going to buy the weekly copy? You can buy up to 2 weekly copies, but you would have need to save some points. And are you going to buy this one too? Let me know everything in the comments. And that's gonna be it for today. And I'll be seeing you next time. Bye.